So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Hyde. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, this from 33. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. On 2nd down, Barber. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Barber. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check your hot read.
Alert!
59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. 1, 2, 3. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To the air, Allen.
I'm coming after you.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mike's 5'9". All day, every day.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Swift. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
I'm coming. Shift.
5 wide.
Hey, 25's the mic. Alert.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze going to throw. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's...
That's caught at the 25. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Check
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
No, he ain't got it. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Get ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25. Yo.
On first down, Swift. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, 319. We're going 25's the mic. Man, I got you.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll try the left side. Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hyde is the lone man in the backfield here on 2nd and goal.
That's trash. That's trash.
Breeze now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that, well, that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
25's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
Get that quarterback.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 12, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver.
At the 25-yard line.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
And a
Let's
nice
go.
carry there of 15 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I got you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Right back to him on first down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
I'm going to hit you all
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to air one out for Anderson, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He finds his running back, Hyde. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He completes it to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bosa in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
See what you got. 56 to Mike.
Play action. Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this, is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Breeze now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
56. I got one.
Here's Breeze to throw. And this is caught by Evans. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Yellow waiting. 56. You got nothing today.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Open man here, Sims complete. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Hey, high 7.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 59. Watch the pass.
On first down, Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is Cohen, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Allen now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Detroit! As his guys are in for 6, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze. Complete. It's Johnson. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one goes for 30 yards.
You don't want none.
Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackle made there by Kamale Correa.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Alert, alert, alert. Topper!
Second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Allen.
I'm coming.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go. Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll run, hide, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. 5-9. 56. I'm coming. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
2nd down and goal. Breeze eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 30-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw. Got his target, Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Detroit. Deebo Samuel, 62 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
On 52.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's our field.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 29, Allen, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Allen now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive Take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Don't get nervous. Sammy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go.
23 yards, the final tally.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Past the 20. He completes it to Henry. They'll get 34 yards there. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have...
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Lance Kendricks, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Now Breeze. Flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Allen to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw, it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. He's back to throw. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Easy, opposite.
Back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. First down, a run with Hyde. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? You ready?
6, right there, 56.
Oh, you got deep? Who that shot?
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Watch QB. Hey, easy. Watch QB drop.
Again, it's Hyde.
All day.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17.
Baby.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and 13.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
He wasn't ready.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their 2nd-year kicker. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Check 56.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
On first down, Swift, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.